What's up, y'all? I just drew this circle, and I don't need y'all judging me about the triangles inside. There's 12 because I'm going to be talking about the houses in astrology. Someone requested that I talk about this. It's a little difficult to understand for some. It took me a while to understand, and before I had knowledge of them, I convinced myself that I didn't need to know them because it seemed too confusing to know. But when I learned, it opened up a whole new gateway of knowledge for me. So the way I like to describe this to my clients when I'm teaching people about astrology is, and I don't know if it's 100% effectively sticking, but with this video, you could rewatch it and perhaps over time, it'll integrate into your knowledge about the houses in astrology. So I'd like to think of it like this. We have 12 houses in astrology. They each hold the energy of one of the 12 zodiac signs. So we start with Aries, then we go to Taurus. If you know the Beyonce song, she'd be like, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, I love all y'all. So listen to Beyonce's song. Shout out to Beyonce. Listen to that song if you want to learn what the 12 signs are that inhabit these houses. The houses are like a next step up for what the average Joe knows about astrology. It's not that difficult. You just need to grasp this concept. So I like to say that the flavor and the foundation of the house stays the same, even if the zodiac sign changes. So universally, Aries is the first house. Universally, we got Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo. That's the order. Universally, that's the first house, that's the second, that's the third. Just the way it goes on the natural order of the signs. But depending on when you were born, this wheel, like a wheel of fortune, we could spin it. It could land right here. And Virgo could become your first house because this Virgo would be your rising sign. So it would no longer be Aries. This would become your first house. Now the flavor and the foundation of Aries will now be channeled through the sign of Virgo for you. So I'd like to say, the house is what the energy is being channeled through. It's like a foundation. So think about my apartment that I live in. It's always, the structure of it is not changing. No matter who comes up in here and moves in here, it's gonna stay the same structure. But if who knows what it looked like before I moved in here? Let's say it was a plain Jane, and she just kept it, she just put a few rugs down in her bed, and the house is the same. So my room is like Aries, right? And no matter who moves in this room, it's gonna always be a foundation of Aries in this room. But let's say that lady was a Scorpio rising and she moved into this room. The way she decorates this room will be very Scorpionic. The way I come in here and decorate it is very Virgoian, because I'm a Virgo rising. So if you know a little about astrology, I hope that made sense to you. The house, the foundation of the house will stay the same. So no matter who you are, no matter what your rising sign, let's say you get your birth time and you determine your rising sign is Libra. You are Libra rising. The way you express that Libra energy will be channeled through Aries expression, because Aries is who we are. It is the I am that I am, my existence, who I am at the core, my ego. Aries people are very impulsive. They don't think before they act. It's a ram. They just take life head on. So the way you take life head on would have been in a Libran way. You're going to always be trying to relate to other people, because that's what Libras do. You're going to be trying to find balance, justice. You might be a lawyer. You might have the gift of gab to be able to do things in the legal system with it. If you are a Scorpio rising, the way you express who you are will be channeled through, as a Scorpio, will be channeled through the Aries foundation. So you're going to, on your appearance, because the first house rules your appearance, is going to look like very dark and mysterious, because that's how Scorpio is. Let's move to the second house. Taurus will always be the foundation of the second house. But if you were a Virgo rising like me, and Virgo is my first house, and then Libra becomes my second house, the second house represents your values, your what else does it represent? Your values materially and immaterially. So your moral, like what you value intrinsically and what you value externally, like your possessions and stuff, and how you could increase those values. My second house is Libra, so I might value relating to people, might put a big emphasis on that, or justice or beauty. Libra rules over beauty, so I could really value things that are beautiful. You might come into my house and see something very, very beautiful, like this statue that my client Joan got for me, you know. I might have things that are very beautiful that I have in my possession, and I might value beautiful people, you know, might try to keep them around me or something. The third house is how you communicate, because it's Gemini as the foundation. It don't change. No matter what your rising is, it's always going to be about your communication and your intellect. So I might, my third house is Scorpio, though, because look, we got Virgo, Libra, Scorpio. This becomes my third house. So the way I communicate might be about scorpionic type things, or it might be very deep things that I'm communicating, or private matters, or it might be kind of investigative. And it also deals with your community, so I might have information about the darker things that happen within my community. You never know. My fourth house would become Sagittarius. And I'm gonna end the video right here. I hope that this was helpful for you. Let me know in the comments. The houses are not the easiest thing to grasp, but once you understand them, they're not so bad.